Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about stress and how we can flip that into a script and use it to fuel our creativity, which is at the heart of everyone and which is the key to happiness and fulfillment. All right, I'm going to say something that might piss people off. Stress is not the enemy. Yeah, I know. Everywhere you look, people are telling you to eliminate stress. Avoid it at all costs. Zen your way out of it. And honestly, I thought that way too. But that's complete BS, as I've just discovered myself. Thinking like that has been actually keeping me from creating. Because here's the truth. No one tells you. Stress isn't out to get you. Sometimes it's the very thing that lights a fire under your ass and gets your creativity flowing. We've been sold this idea that stress is toxic and harmful 100% of the time. But guess what? That's just not true. Sure, chronic stress will wreck you. No argument there, but a certain kind of stress, the pressure, the edge, the challenge, is exactly what wakes your brain up. That's the kind of stress that sparks ideas and gets you moving. So instead of running away from stress like it's the plague, I say lean into it. Use it. By the way, if you want to take this even deeper, I put together a free little guide for you. 5 journaling prompts to turn stress into creativity. It's short, simple, and designed to help you flip stress into fuel anytime, anywhere. The link is below in the description. Grab it and start unlocking your stress superpower today. So, if you're a woman over 40, you already know that stress isn't going away. Between family, work, hormones doing their thing, and just the chaos of everyday life, you're never going to eliminate it. And honestly, you wouldn't want to after hearing how you can flip that script and use that energy for creativity. So let me ask you, what do you do to lessen your stress? Comment below because I would love to hear from you. Let me give you a real life example. There was a time when life felt like a damn hamster wheel. Work, family, responsibilities. I was completely overwhelmed. And my creativity, well, that was gone. Dry as the Sahara. I kept telling myself, I just need to get rid of the stress and then I could be creative again. But here's the problem. The stress wasn't going anywhere. I was waiting for some perfect calm, some zen moment to arrive. And spoiler alert, it never did. Well, one day I said screw it and I went for a walk in the woods near my house. Honestly, I was still stressed when I started, muttering under my breath, cussing about everything on my plate. But after a while, something shifted. Just listening to the birds, feeling the wind on my face, moving my body. My brain started firing again. Ideas popped up for a project that I'd been stuck on for months. And that's when it hit me. The stress wasn't killing me. That was energy. And once I stopped fighting it and let nature help me process the energy, that turned into creativity. And let me tell you, that realization pissed me off and liberated me all at once. Because I'd wasted years thinking stress was always bad. But really, it was just waiting to be flipped. Have you discovered how to flip the script on your stress? Let me know in the comments below. Now, I know some of you want proof. And guess what? Science actually backs this up. There's a thing called productive stress. It's the exact opposite of distress, and it actually improves your focus, helps you solve problems, and sparks creativity. Productive stress gives you focus, motivation, and drive. It's that nervous energy that you feel before a big presentation, or when you've got a deadline that makes you a little uncomfortable, but also pushes you to finish strong. That's the good stuff. That's the spark. Toxic stress, the kind that keeps you up at night and wrecks your health, makes you feel like you're drowning. Yeah, ditch that stuff. But don't confuse the two, because if you cut all stress out, you're cutting out the very thing that forces you to grow and create. So no, the goal isn't to become some monk on a mountain with zero stress. The goal is to channel it, direct it, and make it work for you. If this is clicking with you, I've got a free resource I think you'll love. It's called 5 Journaling Prompts to Turn Stress into Creativity. These prompts will help you turn all that tension into fresh ideas and clarity. It's completely free. Just check the link in the description and download your copy. So, how do you stop letting stress wreck you and start using it instead? Well, here's some actionable tips that have actually worked for me. Action 1. Stop demonizing it. Seriously. The minute you label all stress as bad, you've already lost. Start by asking yourself, is this the kind of stress that's draining me or the kind that's pushing me? That tiny reframe changes everything. Action 2. Channel it through movement. I'm not talking about running a marathon. Dance like an idiot in your living room. Stress is energy. If you don't give it an outlet, it'll sit in your body and turn toxic. Action 3. Step into nature. This is my go-to. Nature has this way of absorbing stress and spitting it back out as clarity. Even 5 minutes outside can feel like your brain hit the reset button. So go ahead and ask nature to help you and see if a simple answer will come to you. Action number 4. Use messy energy. Instead of numbing out, grab a notebook. Write down every thought, even if it's angry or messy or full of swear words. Don't edit yourself. That raw tension often turns into your most creative ideas. Action number 5. Breathe. Not to calm down, but to fuel up. When you take big, deep breaths, you're literally feeding your brain some oxygen. And oxygen is what your brain uses to think clearly. So don't breathe to suppress stress. Breathe to channel it. So I really want to dive deeper into action number 3, which is using messy energy, the journaling part, because this is where the magic and creativity really happens. Journaling is super powerful, but not in the Dear Diary, today I felt stressed kind of way. No, I'm talking about using journaling as a pressure valve. When I'm stressed, I grab a notebook and just dump everything out. No filter, no worrying about grammar or spelling, just a raw, messy brain dump. And that happens. And what happens after that? Well, somewhere in that chaos, little sparks of creativity start to show up. Sometimes it's a random phrase that turns into a poem. Sometimes it's a totally new idea for my work. And sometimes it's just clarity, like finally seeing what's been weighing on me. The key is don't censor yourself. Let stress speak through the pen, because when you let it out, it stops swirling endlessly in your head, and suddenly you've got space for new connections and insights to come through. And here's the thing, don't over-polish it. Don't try to make your journaling sound smart or perfect. This isn't about looking good. It's about being real. And please, for the love of your own imagination, don't outsource this part to AI. I know AI is everywhere right now, spitting out perfect sentences and neat little answers. But creativity doesn't come from neat. It comes from you, from your mess, your stress, your scribbles that make no sense until suddenly they do. Your notebook doesn't care if you misspell words or if it looks like chicken scratches. That's the beauty of it. Your raw, unfiltered thoughts are where the magic is. Trust that. So here's the deal. Stress isn't the enemy. The real enemy is the belief that stress is always bad. When you buy into that lie, you waste your energy fighting something that could actually help you. You miss the spark. You kill your own creativity. But when you flip it, stress becomes fuel. It becomes a tool. It becomes the fire under your ass that makes you grow, create, and step into your next level. So the next time you feel stressed, don't immediately panic and think, oh no, this is terrible. Instead, ask yourself, how can I use this? That's the shift that changes everything. Before we go any further, don't forget, I created a free guide for you with 5 powerful journaling prompts to transform stress into creativity. This is the exact practice I use when I feel overwhelmed, and it works. So grab your free copy in the comments below and start turning stress into your superpower. Over here at Nature Has Your Answer, we're digging into how nature, mindfulness, and a little bit of real talk can help you live a life that actually feels like yours. So if you're over 40 and ready to stop running from stress and start flipping that into fuel, check out my other video, how I stopped living on autopilot and reclaimed my authentic self.